So this is actually insane. The Harry Potter HBO TV series is going to spend $1.2 billion on the show.
It's just outrageous.
That is an insane amount of money that I can't even conceive.
That's completely mental.
Isn't it?
If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and sharing. It will greatly help to grow and sustain the channel. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on all of my other social medias, all of which are linked down below, and all of which house similar content that I make here on this channel. Now, let's get into this crazy news.
Come to see the show.
So this is a 10-year plan, and over those 10 years is when they plan to spend that money. The main reasons that we see so far are because of high production value, and I actually just made a video, it was my last video actually, where I talked about how they're going to use much more practical effects and use ways to make it more realistic, meaning they're basically going to use less CGI and more practical effects and sets, which obviously is very expensive.
Whoa.
On top of that, they're also paying top tier talent. Like if you think about it, John Lithgow alone is a very well respected actor who they are planning to pay who knows how much to play Dumbledore.
Indeed.
And the same goes for pretty much every other adult actor. Like you have Nick Frost, you have Janet McTeer, and we don't even know who's playing Voldemort yet. Plus, on top of that, they have to pay all of the directors, writers, producers, most notably Mark Mylod, who again is a very well-respected director. But the main reason why this is going to be so expensive is because they are literally making a mini city at Leavesden Studios, which is actually where the films were filmed. And here you can take a look at it, and it is vast. There is a lot being built there. So going over this other article by Collider, let's look at it. The Wizarding World is getting a massive real-world upgrade as HBO prepares to bring Harry Potter back to the screens with a brand new television adaptation. Warner Brothers is reportedly investing approximately $1.25 billion into building a fully functional mini town at its rapidly expanding Leavesden Studios in Hertfordshire, UK. I hope I pronounced that right. And yes, it comes complete with an updated Privet Drive. And that part is interesting because the Harry Potter films actually built an entire set for not only the Dursleys' home, but for the entire street. The owners of the house that they originally filmed in asked for too much money, and Warner Brothers was like, okay, screw you, we'll just build your house in a new set.
We rebuilt those houses here, exactly reproduced them. I think now there are 5 houses on either side of the street.
That's pretty embarrassing for those homeowners, to be honest. But continuing, the ambitious new set designed to support multiple seasons of the upcoming Harry Potter series will include new roads, multi-story car parks, enormous soundstage hangars, and a host of support facilities to sustain a production of this scale. According to reports, producers are not only building sets, but also a school for the young cast. Obviously, there are child labor laws, and you can only have them work for a certain amount of time, and you must provide them food as well as a place to learn and go to school. So it's no surprise that they are adding that, but it sounds like they are going above and beyond for it, which honestly I don't think is really necessary. You can kind of just build a building where they go to class and you have desks and chairs. Like the kids aren't gonna care how nice where their learning is. They're gonna hate it either way.
They got that right then, haven't they?
And on top of that, they're also going to have a medical center, special facilities for animals featured in the show, from owls and rats to horses and spiders.
Wait, spiders?
A source who spoke with The Sun said that the town would operate as a small metropolis, which will not only provide the backdrop for the show, but all the facilities the huge cast and crew need too. And interestingly, it says that the Dursleys are moving up in the world, as the house where Harry once lived under the stairs is getting a new mock Tudor-style facelift. Which they say is a good thing because nobody would want the series to look the same as the films, and I actually 100% agree with that. So as I said, this was the site where the movies were filmed, and I guess it makes sense to go back there, but I'm also a little bit surprised that they're using the same place. One thing that's weird to me is that you can go to Leavesden Studios and do a Warner Brothers tour, which I was actually meant to do when I went to London, but because of COVID, we had to cancel that trip, so I never got to do it. But anyway, what I was saying was, are they still going to have that tour? Will they still have this sort of museum that honors the movies? Or are they going to take all of that down and make new sets for the show? I guess they are on 200 acres of land, which is over 150 American football pitches. Saying American football and then pitches is kind of funny because we call it fields. It's overseas that they call it pitches.
Good.
This place is massive, and I guess they could make a new building for all of the new sets. Oh, and judging from these pictures, it does actually look like they are making a whole new facility and whole new buildings. Or maybe those are just sets, but it seems like if they're building those, they might also build something new for the cast, crew, producers, and everybody else. Honestly though, one of my favorite parts of watching the behind the scenes of the movies is the kids just hanging out at Leavesden Studios, because it's massive, and it was actually really rare to have all of the movies and all of the scenes be filmed in one place. Most of the time you have to rent out one studio here, another studio here, and you travel a lot. It's pretty rare that all of it is in one place. Also, if you see this tweet from Daily Harry Potter, I just called them out on Twitter because they just steal people's videos and don't credit them. In fact, I just called them out, and I'll read it to you. I said that the page Daily Harry Potter is a thief and coward. I called them out for not giving credit on a video that they uploaded. They stole the video from a page called JSpell, who I've actually worked with before. And instead of adding a second tweet or replying to me to give proper credit, they blocked me.
What an idiot.
And I said, if you're gonna steal Harry Potter content from creators, one of the biggest is going to call you out.
Justice.
So if you follow them, unfollow them, they're blocking every single person that says anything bad about them. Also guys, follow me on Twitter. I only have 18.8k followers, and I think I make really good and interesting posts on here. Like I did one about Arabella Stanton because she was just cast to be the voice of Hermione in the new Audible audiobooks. But yeah, I talk about that. And for Harry's birthday, I said Harry Potter would be 45 years old today. Happy birthday to the boy who lived. And then I post things about the show in general, saying that they had 1990s outfits for the Dursleys. And as you can see, it says post unavailable because that scumbag Daily Harry Potter blocked me. I hate that I gave him so much publicity by retweeting his stuff. That sucks.
Boys, I think it's time we teach Weaselby how to respect his superiors.
But yeah, go follow me guys. It's basically a whole other part of my content that is kind of different from the YouTube channel. So again, go check it out. So this budget is so insane because it is actually the most expensive TV show ever made. Rings of Power on Amazon spent $1 billion, and then Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon were up there as well, but again, the Harry Potter show is going to pass those. But putting so much money and time into this before the show even comes out is pretty wild. And as this article says, it says that the show is slightly controversial. So already it's up in the air as to whether or not it will do well, because people are boycotting this for all different reasons.
What?
But while this $1.2 billion sounds absolutely insane, it's actually on par with the Harry Potter movies that also spent, you guessed it, $1.2 billion on the 8 films.
I have gold. Lots of it.
And obviously the TV show is going to be filming much more than the movies did, because instead of just being a 2.5 to 3 hour movie, this is going to be an entire season with 8 to 10 episodes. So when you put it like that, $1.2 billion doesn't sound too unreasonable, but the crazy thing about it is that they are putting all their eggs in one basket before it even starts. Is it ambitious to make the claim that this will be the most expensive show in the history of TV shows? Or is it smart because it tells people that they are putting their all into this and that it's worth watching? Go down to the comment section and let me know what you guys think. I'm excited to hear what you have to say. That's pretty much all that I had to say, so I'm gonna sign off. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.